up?
everyone. How art thou?
Not so bad at all.
Good.
Indeed. So the 15 minutes was a scooch sufficient?
Yes.
Wonderful.
I wonder how where that started getting used for time, you know?
What's the historical precedent for the scooch? Great question.
What did you say? I'm sorry.
What is the historical precedent for the scooch?
I don't know. Are you gonna tell me or what?
No, I don't know either. Also,
I
could you
don't know.
please free Nelka from their prison,
No.
such as it is?
No.
I shan't.
From the evil clutches.
Let them out.
Who
Never.
had Nauka? Let's see. I can't
I
remember.
think that was.
It's Estrella.
It
Yep.
was Estrella.
Tyler.
Fucking Tyler.
Same difference. Same person.
Tyler's like trying to mouth off right now. She's not even in the chat.
What happened? I'm adjusting my sound, so I missed that, but it sounded funny.
She's laughing so hard she's waking up the baby. Oh boy.
What the hell?
Oh no.
Get your shit together.
Goddamn baby.
Oh, I was talking about Tyler. I didn't know we were telling the baby to get its shit together. Get your shit back together. Go back to sleep.
Fucking baby.
Shouldn't you have a handle on this shit by now,
Do what
baby?
you're
Come
told.
You know, do the old people thing. I was able to go back to sleep when I was 3 months old.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking
Fucking
kids.
6 months old and she still can't get her shit together. Fuck.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Fucking redonkulous.
Indeed. Let's see. I think we have everybody, don't we? Everybody's here. So, a couple housekeeping notes. We will not be playing next week as Eddie and I are traveling to Canada, and I don't think they have internet up there.
Nope.
That's true.
I know they have snow in Poutine.
That's all you
Wait.
need, really.
We do have dial up.
Dial-up, right? But
We'll actually be on the plane
that's
when
precisely where we're going to be.
when it's game time. So we'll be on the way back. So
It would actually be nice if we could leave sooner, but instead we're going to sit in Calgary from what time do we get there?
Matt's flight leaves, I don't know, at like ass crack 30 in the morning, and our flight leaves at like 2 something in the afternoon.
So we're going to sit at the airport for a good 10 hours. Because he's got the rental car,
fun.
so he has to turn it back in.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what there is around the Calgary airport. Maybe we could walk or Uber to something. I don't know. Or maybe we're just going to like find like some random spot and sit there.
We're gonna Uber with all our bags. With all
First
my
off-
bags.
I was going to say, only one of us is fucking packing like we're moving to fucking Calgary. Needless to say, there's no D&D game next week.
Good to know.
Is anybody unavailable to play on Mondays? Completely unavailable. Not like this coming week, as in ad
Forever.
infinitum. Okay, the silence I will take as no one is not available. Just because my Wednesdays are a little clogged for the foreseeable future, but I'm going to burn that bridge in a few weeks, but we'll get there. So without that, we may end slightly early, depending on if we come to a natural end time. We may not, just because we have a 3 a.m. Shuttle to catch to the airport in the morning.
Nah, fuck that. You're playing all night.
Well, Eddie says he's staying up all night, which I've heard that before, which means Eddie's falling asleep at like fucking 1:45. Be what it'll be.
Not gonna happen.
So, with that note on file, we left on a cliffhanger.
Good lord, what is happening in here?
Don't worry about it.
Bad jujus.
So,
I'm a little bit worried
It's
about it. I seem to be
fine.
a melee combat.
Hey, Hazel's not in it, so it's fine.
Ah, fair.
So, kind of. What happened was they came in this fancy room. It is full of sludge and decay and
And dead people.
well, kind of. Currently, Nauka, you are not in melee combat actually, because it is 20 feet above you, crawling on the ceiling and on all fours.
I got really long arms.
The creatures attacked Kashyyyt and Arthanis as they crossed over to investigate the orange egg across the way, across yonder. All of you should be able to see it except for Hazel, who I'm going to move.
No! It's
Can
so
you see it from there?
disgusting. Yes.
Okay. So, the orange egg giving off light. It is, I'm calling it an egg, but in reality, it's about a 5 foot tall, cracked, tear-shaped gem with numerous facets. It's resting on a pedestal, and it's radiating a piercing orange light. Similar colored shards are laying around the pedestal with a soft glow of their own. As Arthanis and Kashyyyt approached it, they were ambushed by these wretches. In addition to being ambushed, they started to get a headache as the actual proximity to the gem increased. Kashyyyt started to move away. The fight turned a little sideways for Arthanis, and as the creature pounced on him from above, knocking him to the ground, he used, I can't remember the spell he used, catapult maybe? Or something.
Sounds
He
right.
knocked
Yep.
them back. He knocked them back, and they went with different directions. Kashyyyt decided to retreat away from the gem and the wretch, and Arthanis ran towards it and the tear-shaped wretch. And given the choices, we ended the game after Arthanis struck the gem with his staff. Having already been cracked, and he knew it was cracked, he struck it.
And no fucking clue what it does.
As he
Probably not
struck
that
it, the gem itself and the cracks therein widened. As they widened, the gem's outer exterior fell apart, and a wave of orange light radiated outwards. so in concentric circles, I have to adjust this, but we are going to check, starting with, I'm going to have to adjust this to make sure I have them all. Too big. 45.
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That
Oh,
one
good.
hasn't been.
I'm so glad I'm a coward.
Sorry,
All right,
complete?
so that's the first 4. I need just a few more.
Oh
Just
my
a few
God.
more, he says. Oh, dear God.
Okay, sorry everyone.
Well, yeah. Good luck, Arthanis. Hope you survive.
It's healing waves, and the closer you are, the more you get healed.
I think he just destroyed the city that we were.
It's beginning to look a lot like fuck this. Everywhere you turn.
All right. So starting on
Oh, thank God.
starting at the furthest out, which is going to be 105 feet.
Oh my God.
I gotta get it.
Okay, I think
where
I'm like 120.
You're further out than that.
Getting fucking close though.
It got me.
I'm super squishy.
After all.
It won't go around corners, so we're fine.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, it won't.
No, for me,
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else.
It's, just so you know, Nalka, that was a random statement that applies to nobody.
Except Hazel. But I'm already outside of the radius, so it's fine.
Fuck everybody else.
This just justifies everything that Hazel is about. Now I can't see shit. All I see is pink.
Don't worry, I'll be getting rid of it.
Pink is great.
All right.
Not
The
this pink.
Yeah.
Preparing just in case.
Nice. Ooh.
Yeah. I eat 8 damage for breakfast.
there's no one in that one. There's no one in that one. So hold on a second. I gotta do the math in my head here.
Oh, he's mathing.
Just this.
Does the guy on the ceiling get hit by this?
We'll deal with that in a minute.
Woohoo!
So Cash, do you have any rogue stuff I need to know about?
I have uncanny dodge, but that's when an attacker that I can see hits me with an attack. So I can't use that.
Does it say
Uh,
attacker or creature?
Starting at 5th level, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage against you. It says when an attacker, so that I can see.
It has to be an attack roll. So saves don't apply.
That's my assumption.
All right, I just read it. Okay.
Okay.
So, anything else?
I'm looking.
He's checking. See
It's
if I
like
can find
7th
anything.
level, I think, is the evasion.
Yeah, I don't have evasion yet.
Yeah.
I got sneak attack. Oh, did
Oh
you
my
see all the
god.
dice?
Oh, and you took half. Oh my god.
Oh shit! Goodbye, Arthanis. Also, I love
Yeah,
that.
Arthanis, I'm sorry, you're dead. You're
Wow.
just dead.
Exceeded damage by 1.
I saw that. That's fucking great.
And that's half damage too. Damn.
Yeah. I think Arthanis is just outright dead.
Oh,
That'll be
and
fine.
he
Dennis
failed.
is just
He's dead.
No, he's
Do you-
tough. He's
do you
built.
He
have
only has 1 hit
inspiration?
point left.
Do you have inspiration?
No, I used it all last game.
I will give you an inspiration. I have 3.
Oh, well, okay, thanks. Is it gonna make a fucking difference?
I don't know.
mean,
We're
it
gonna
might.
try. You basically have to take
Oh,
27 damage.
hey!
I'm
Okay.
gonna
okay.
translate this. I'm gonna translate that.
If you take 27
How's-
damage, though, you're fucked anyways.
Kazu will get over there as soon as he can.
Yeah.
It's his job.
Where is Kazu?
Oh
I'm
my
up
god.
here.
Oh my
No, yeah,
god.
you're fucking dead. Oh my god.
instant death.
As the egg
Ow.
Well,
ruptures.
it wasn't even half.
Well, it didn't matter.
Oh.
Oh,
As
that's
the
our first
egg
party death.
ruptures, a wave of orange radiation radiates outwards in a spiral pattern, and it vaporizes Arthanis. All of his... Well, we can start with all of his armor, all of his magic items, all of his non-magical items, all of his, skin, bones are dissolved using some kind of cover, probably most of the tear-stained wretch. Kashyyyk manages to duck and is knocked over where she hits her head by the wall there and falls down bleeding, but not vaporized. The wretches, regardless of their proximity to the egg, they seem to stop moving as soon as it cracks. As it goes in a radiation explosion, they begin convulsing, even those outside of the range, and they fall and they begin to wither as their bodies lose their source of life sustainment. The egg is left in pieces. The light slowly fades, and the entire room is dead silent.
Estrella books it over as fast as she can over to Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
Here we go. Coming.
Techno does the
We're
same,
coming.
just scrambling as much as he can.
Here we come.
Hazel's trying not to touch the crap.
I would like to use heals. Oh, action.
It is at this time I'm going to make a wisdom saving throw. At disadvantage. Or no. Just regular roll. Hazel is now Mars.
Oh, sure. Now he comes.
See,
back.
So
seeing
much
his
worse.
friend die fucking just made him go into a breakdown.
Does Tony, does the heal work on Cash? Does she come back up and all that jazz?
She does.
Okay.
Kazu is just gonna
There is
cry. He's
not-
a blubbering mess.
I'm just checking around where like Arthanis was, just checking the pieces of the egg or the gem, just literally anything to see if there's like, I mean, I know that I saw him like get freaking vaporized right before me, but like I'm still just like searching for like any desperate hope that there's anything left of him that we could somehow manage to just collect.
There's nothing. That close proximity to he took the full brunt of the radiation energy from inside the gem.
And there's just literally nothing left. Not even anything of the gem, right?
There is nothing left.
Fudge.
There are shards of glass or some crystalline glass-like material. The glow is fading.
Mars will try and look at some pieces of stuff, kind of ignoring the others and their outcries.
He's just gonna hug someone and cry.
He was weak and foolish, Mars says to Techno.
Kazu's
Yeah,
just
and
gonna
he
cry and
sacrificed
say,
himself for all of
"Shut up."
us. I'm sorry.
Needlessly.
Shut up, Mars. Shut up. Shut up. He was our friend.
Oops. I'm supposed to be Mars. Where's Mars? There he is. Lay your hands on me again, wench, and you will see my wrath.
Don't you dare say anything about anyone when you weren't even here to help.
And whose fault is that?
Yours.
No, it is the one you hold so dear. Keeps me at bay.
Maybe that's for the best. Vile, wretched thing.
Mars is just leaving.
Josh is right. We shouldn't stay here any longer than we have to be.
Yeah.
No, that's off map.
You guys?
What's up?
This used to be the source of life. What was creating all of the vegetation. And I'm pretty sure that this was a similar stone to the ones that shot the creatures that were on the road that we encountered. I don't know what it was, but it had a lot of energy in it.
Think that might have anything to do with the she said.
I worry that now that it's gone, there's going to be no more life.
Oh, no.
Um, do we know of any other areas that could have had something like this? As far as we knew, it was just the one city, but could there be more? Should we
I
look?
thought the Baron said that there were multiple places that had life like this. Didn't he?
But farther out where he'd never been.
Goodness.
Did we just inadvertently the city?
We?
Oh, Arthanis.
Ah.
Not that I want to speak ill of the dead.
I think those creatures were trying to protect it.
Well, we don't know what they were doing here.
Tony,
They could have been what caused the cracks in the first place.
yeah. At what point did the tear-soaked wretches or whatever they were called attack us? Was it when Arthanis got close to the crystal?
It was when Cash and Arthanis stepped onto the platform that the crystal was on.
Yeah, it's when we came across the refuse pit.
I think it's very likely that, whatever poisonous radiated damage it did caused them to be like that. But they were here protecting it to make sure life continued on in this small area.
Not much more that we can do about it now, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I mean, you were not wrong there.
Guess
I,
I'll
I,
go ahead.
I think we all need some drinks after this.
Right about that. I don't even drink, and I feel like I need something.
Well, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
You are heading back, I'm guessing? I'm assuming you don't. Or you're heading to the town? You don't need to move your tokens if you are.
Is there? Did we explore the rest of this place? I don't remember.
Yes, there was nothing else. This was a small chamber that was uncovered in their mining.
That's right. Well, at least they can continue to mine down here.
You did eliminate the source of the lesions they were getting.
That is true.
Mission accomplished.
But at what cost?
Well, Arthinus. Sorry.
No, that was the funniest thing you could have said.
Yes.
I mean, facts are facts.
That was out of character. I'm going to point that out. I specifically used the out of character chat at that.
300 gold, baby.
In pieces, Arthanus.
I will use Arthanus' share to make sure he gets a proper funeral.
Was there anything to dust up? Like,
There
Then
wasn't
the
anything
dust
left to sweep, I
was
don't
gone.
think.
There's
Yeah.
there's it was vaporized, and the vapors were vaporized.
And just checking, you know.
Yeah, that radius there, the tier was extremely fragile.
Oh shit, that means that we don't have access to Arthanus. God damn it. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't have access to any of his anything.
Yeah.
I hope he
Except for
wasn't
the magic
carrying
item.
anything.
Magic items would be fine though, right? At least some.
Unfortunately, not from that close a proximity.
Oh no.
I think he had a
There
couple
are
of
certain
healing.
things that can destroy everything short of an artifact. Eddie
Oh
can
my
attest.
God. Who had the fucking pane of glass?
Oh shit. Fuck.
Check your fucking
Oh,
inventory right
no.
fucking now.
Oh, he totally had it, didn't he?
Oh my fucking God.
No,
Or is
it's
it
in
the
it's in the
fucking
party sheet.
inven-
The Opus
It's
Eterna.
still
Okay.
in the party sheet.
Okay. I had to double check.
The panic that just overcame me when Alex was like, "Oh no." My brain instantly went, "Oh fuck."
Is there anything that's in his party sheet that we need to know about?
I think he deleted it already.
Oh, okay.
That's in character. That's fine.
I'm kidding. I was just being dramatic.
You better put that back in there.
Yeah.
That was the DM, not Arthanis. I've already taken control of his character sheet, so he can't even look at it.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
He can't even tell you what was on it.
Can you tell us what was on there so that we need to like know if there's anything we need to?
I mean,
The
to
only
be
th-
fair, if Arthanis was holding anything, there's nothing we can really do about it.
No, I know, but I just want to know.
The only thing I know for certain he had is I think he had a few healing potions. That's all I know he had.
It's just gonna hurt you, Eddie, if you find out.
I'm a glutton for punishment. Apparently.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna go put the baby down.
No problem.
No, don't do it. It's okay. There are other ways.
Maybe okay.
Holy shit.
I'm going to go put her in her bed.
God damn, I just saw the-
There's just nothing but fucking lines being crossed up in this bitch tonight.
I just saw the Terminator picture that, like in the word. It's just, oh god. Yeah, I could see that happen.
Well, you guys are heading back to town. I'll give it a minute. Make sure Tyler's back, especially since Alex can't be contributing.
Wow. First party death, people, for our group, anyways.
First permanent one.
First permanent one.
Because Cash
Yeah.
has got a couple under her hat.
No, that's like 3 campaigns. That's the first one that we've had.
She
Oh,
got
time to
that.
find a wish spell.
It's
Yep.
because I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
Bastard.
You son of a bitch.
That's literally what
Nobody
it
started
is.
dying until you came around.
I've lost so many fucking characters. It's rubbing off on you guys.
As someone
Ye-
who fully expected to lose his character in the last campaign at like the drop of a hat, I'm kind of surprised that we actually had something like this. Uh. Oh.
Yeah, as soon as you said that you wanted a smack thing, Alex, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I
This
did
is
too.
definitely gonna
I mean,
I was like, that's some bad juju.
he did technically get rid of all the enemies.
It's true.
Yeah, that was my intent. Yeah.
I was thinking to myself when he said, I'm going to smack that. I was like, didn't you learn, like, when I stuck my dagger in that one thing? Like, it's bad.
Lessons learned. Lesson learned. You know. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think you did learn.
I don't think you did learn a lesson.
Doubt. All right. Returning to Tree Belbit, the party enters. There's no need for. Let's see. There we go. There's no need for all of the for the tokens on the map at the moment because the party is going to be entering town, and I
Yep.
presume you guys left pretty early in the morning. It was only an hour away. I mean, how long does it take to vaporize in Arthanis? And then you guys came right back.
So
Less than 6 seconds.
before we get back to town, we need to decide as a group, are we telling the mayor that we as a group just destroyed their reason for everything being green. Their reason for existing in this space.
I actually had a quick question related to that.
Probably.
While we were
The
walking
grass
back,
dead?
did we notice any immediate effects of this?
No.
Okay.
As best as Estrella can tell, it's going to take many months, possibly years, for the energy to fade.
Oh,
so,
well, that's like not our problem at all. That's like our kid's problem. No
Oh
big
my
deal about that.
It is very much our problem.
do you mind if I elaborate, Estrella?
Yes,
With
please
this-
do.
So Estrella is able to tell that a couple things, and I didn't type it all out. She's able to tell that whatever this thing was, I'm going to call it the tier because that's the name they gave it. It had been the source of the life-giving energies. What wiped out Arthanis was the intensity and proximity. And so it's been provoking life-giving growth in the soil. Now, what has wiped out the other areas and then caused like Fort Buckle to have no ability to grow next to anything, you don't know. But this is what has reversed that, and the soil itself has taken quite a bit. And then there is the fact that the soil has benefited greatly from it. So it's got a little bit of a cycle going. The cycle is not going to be being pushed anymore by this tier as it's been eliminated. And as such, it's going to eventually fade. Now, whether or not they can keep growing things and stuff like that, it's definitely not going to be as prolific, or possible she doesn't know. She knows that it's definitely not going to be as prolific because it's not being boosted. Whether they can maybe work something out over the months to, keep the cycle going at a lower rate, you don't know. That's really on them. But if they don't know, they need to start looking into that. That's up to you guys. But one way or another, their boost is gone.
Awkward.
They'll either find the means to survive or they won't. So is the way of life. The weak suffer and die.
You take that out of a page out of Arthanis' book?
No, he said that you suffer, then you die. Or suffer to die. Something like that.
It would only be fair to tell them, I think.
We have
Yeah.
to.
And then
Because
we
They
vacate
need to
town as
prepare
quickly
for
as
when it
possible.
stops.
they may not need to vacate, but they should know ahead of time just in case they have to.
Oh, no. Not them. Us. We should go.
No.
After we tell them.
Yes, exactly.
So
Because
we
they
tell
need to calm
them
the source of others.
we found the problem, we fixed the problem for their miners and the headaches, and we cleared out the bad guys that were in there. And also, thank you for our monies. And then, by the way,
That sounds like the correct order of operations to me.
this also happened.
If I'm being honest, I don't even want the money from this job. Not after what we potentially
Yeah.
just did.
We still have to get paid. We still have to live.
I'm gonna let you guys discuss, but you let me know when you're ready to proceed. You're not in a hurry for me at all, because this is something you guys should decide on together.
It's true.
I mean, I think we're all in agreement on the order, maybe?
Mars doesn't care.
Yeah.
Not my problem.
Shocking.
Shocking.
I always voted that the honesty is the best policy. Hey, this did happen.
Mhm.
This wasn't an intention for us to happen, but it happened. Yeah, guys might
Yeah,
want to
I'm
be
not
aware of
saying-
It
this.
was an accident.
I'm not saying we hide it. I'm just saying we get paid first, and
Yeah.
We did complete
And
part of
then,
what we were asked to
oh,
do.
by the way, we might have fucked something up completely, entirely by accident.
Yes.
See,
we all agree.
So, to the mayor then?
Yeah, to the Baron.
Sorry, I've been a little bit spaced out for the last few days.
Yeah.
Nalka has no idea what's going on.
Well, you don't have your charisma right now.
so everybody heads down or into Tree Velvet,
About that.
and we'll say that again.
Nope, never mind. I was just sorry. Go ahead.
Everybody heads into Tree Velvet, and upon making your way over, you have no issues making it happily to the Baron's house, upon which the Baron you are let in to see the Baron, and the Baron asks you, after taking note that there is one fewer of you, what happened? What did you discover?
Mars will talk.
Don't,
No one else is going.
No. Uh,
don't
we
everyone else
encountered
speed up.
we encountered some strange undead creatures. That were down there, which are likely the reason for some of the deaths and injuries your people were suffering. We also discovered a orb, giant tear like object device that when we approached immediately began to give us headaches and seemed to be the cause or the source for the illness and sicknesses that your people were experiencing.
He says, and the creatures,
Neutralized.
the source,
Also neutralized.
he gives a nod and he says the residual effect is no longer harmful and threatening to my miners.
As soon as the orb was destroyed, the headache and stuff like that started to go away, right?
Yes.
That is correct. The headache that I suffered from being in proximity to the orb immediately began to diminish as soon as the orb or device was neutralized.
He gives a nod and pulls out the agreed upon payment. Hopefully you guys took notes on what that was.
2,300.
2,300. And he, in a large pouch, a large small chest, as you prefer, he puts it on the table, and I've just added it to the party sheet. And he says, I thank you. We will be able to resume our mining operations.
One thing you may have noticed is we are missing a member of our team. In neutralizing the device exploded, causing his death. And after the device was neutralized and our friend vaporized, we learned that the device is what was
It was also the source of life here.
yes.
In getting rid of the disease, we have also gotten rid of life.
He sits there for a moment, absorbing what you said, and gives a nod. And he says, do you know how immediate the effects will be? Or loss thereof?
No.
You might have weeks, maybe months, but I don't put it past a few years.
And you intend to venture outwards?
That is the intention.
We still have to complete the task that we came here for.
He gives a nod. He says, we will begin adapting as best we can, but I know there are numerous places on Rise in the Broken Baronies that are also showing signs of life. I can tell you, as non-native off-worlders, that these areas, such as where we are now, used to be the locations where life was least likely. Creatures did not thrive here, even wildlife, albeit hostile wildlife. And there are legends of these areas, such as near Tree Belbet, as it is standing now, were dead zones, areas where life was leached. I wonder what this has to do with the tier you have discovered for it to now be giving life. As you go outward, if you discover anything, I would ask that you pass back through and relay that information or send a messenger so that we may make use of this information in our adjustments.
You should know that when we arrived down there, the orb or the tier was already cracked and damaged. So that damage alone could have been what was causing um, the life-giving properties if these things have been here as long as they have and haven't been giving off life the entire time.
He nods and he says, I am sorry for the loss you've suffered, and our people thank you for not just this information, but for the service you did. He hands you a letter of vouching for you as reliable and good meaning off-worlders who have nothing but the best interest of those they are looking to assist.
Thank you. I'm sorry for the after effects that you guys will feel here.
He says you could not have known, and if it's as damaged as it was, it's simply an inevitability. Better to learn now and adapt than as the effects were fading, so that we can be self-sufficient.
I like this guy. He's very practical.
So say this guy's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Me, I'd be pissed.
You saw bitches. Mars just turns and leaves.
Nalka quickly follows before the embarrassment kills them.
As you guys head out, the Baron has you guys, has the butler and his people tell you that if you need any supplies, that they're food, they're happy to provide it. You know, good high quality, moss cakes and such.
Love a good moss cake.
Well, yeah.
You want me to eat what?
If you want it, you don't have to.
Mars will not partake.
As you guys exit and kind of make your way around the corner, it's about noon. I'm not sure if you guys are heading out, but you see a large ape-looking creature with horns over its head that you've seen before in the tavern when you were here. And he seems to be kind of waiting around the corner of the Baron's house. And when you come around the corner, he looks up at you and he says in a gruff voice, "You have a moment?"
Fireball. No, I'm just kidding.
Gotcha, bitch.
Did we actually talk to this guy? I don't remember talking to this guy.
You didn't. He
Okay, I didn't think so.
seemed to just be another patron.
Gotcha. Mars just keeps walking past him. Completely ignores him.
Ignore him. He's the rude one.
Hmm.
He gives a nod. Doesn't seem too overly bothered by it. He says, "You are off-worlders, yes?"
That we are. How can we help you?
If you don't mind me asking, how did you come here? Were you coming through the gate voluntarily, or were you forced through? Here's a picture. It's not of the same guy, but it's of his species, more for larger posterity.
I see the name. I just started thinking.
It's very, very big on squares and rectangles.
He says, did Mr. Sarlu force you through the gate, or did you come through voluntarily?
No, it's pretty voluntary.
Mr. Sarlu banishes those that disappoint him, but some of us came through for higher purposes. Says you seem effective, too effective to be forced through. And I have heard you have discovered something unique in your travels that brought you here. Then he pulls out 3 fragments of the opus. He says,
Holy
and
shit.
I believe they match mine.
Kick his ass, guys! Kick his ass!
I was about to say, Mars ready to
Roll the
start
sky!
this
Give me shit!
I'm kidding.
His three fragments don't quite even make a full pane, whereas you found an entire pane. You would guess he would need about 2 more fragments to make 1 pane. You have an entire pane, but his are broken into pieces while your pane is.
Painful.
Our pain is
Exactly.
fresh. It just happened.
Exactly.
Ah.
Haha.
Anyways.
Sorry, I was so busy joking. I don't even know how to react to this.
He says, I have reached a point where I am confident you are not agents of the hegemony.
Mars will come up behind him. Where have you come about those?
He says, I have found these, and you would be wise to move in front of me when we are speaking. 'Tis only good manners. I am searching for more because I look to put together the entire codex. But I have learned that the locals treat these as religious artifacts, believing them to be creations of their saints or gods. Had to find them lost or perform services to obtain them. I know of 3 locations where they are rumored to be more.
And you're going to tell us?
He says, looking at the rest of the party, he says, I would propose that we start with laying our allegiance He says, I would like you to confirm that you are not agents of the hegemony.
You'd be correct.
We are
And
slaves to no one.
He looks at the rest of the party, unsure where they stand, but he looks back at Estrella and says, you speak for all of your group?
not one of us, even Dick Fart over here, works for the Gemini. In fact, they're part of the reason why we're here, because we need to get back at them for bringing us to an off-world where we didn't belong in the first place.
He says, I serve the Accord. And as such, I seek to put together these pieces into the full codex to learn the knowledge that was lost from the patrons. I cannot do it completely. And now that I know you have a fragment and am convinced that you are not serving the hegemony as best as can be convinced, I suggest we work together to recover the fragments, because based on my knowledge before I came here and what I reviewed with the Accord, I estimate there are at least, if there are fragments this size, he holds up one of the smaller ones, hundreds of these. Or if they are full panes, there will be at least dozens.
I take it you're after them for the same reason that we are, so that you can get back to your world?
He shakes his head no. He says, I am interested in them to turn the codex over to the Accord so that it may use the knowledge to repair gates, send those who've been abducted by the hegemony back to their home. My home has not been cut off. And also use it to contain the hegemony so they can stop them from abducting more.
Sidebar. We're on a different planet than what the hegemony brought us to, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. But he has a way to get back to that planet?
He doesn't. He knew this was a one-way trip. He just didn't know why it was a one-way trip. They just know that nobody came back. He also believes that if you can find the full codex, like you believe, you can use that knowledge to get back to Argosa, which is the planet you were on,
Yeah.
and then from there turn it over to the Accord so that they can
I see.
help those.
Okay, yeah.
He says, I know there are monasteries, one of St. Albert, one of St. Olaf, as well as at least 3 to the north. I believe it would be much easier if we work together.
I would suspect I would have no reason to distrust this man, but still.
Yeah, I'm gonna look to the group and just wait and see if anybody has any objections to working with him.
I certainly don't.
He makes a good speech. What can I say?
I hardly like working
Mhm.
with any of you, but I'm stuck here.
That counts as a yes from Mars.
I mean, it looks like our objection, or not, our words.
Answer?
Fuck, what the hell am I trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
I don't even know. our our goals align for now. So
What about those other two? The Birdman and the other one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys.
Gonna work with those guys too, or
What's their deal? Did we ever find out?
they just went off world, as
Oh, fair enough.
far as I remember. And they may have killed some gnolls.
Yeah, but who hasn't?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't think we have yet. Have
This is
we?
assisted suicide count.
That's true.
He wouldn't have done it if we weren't there. Just saying.
He's way out of line, but damn it, he's right.
He says, my proposal would not require anything of you. You keep your fragments and I keep mine. I will head south to the Blue Barony. You can head north to St. Albert, and we can meet in what I have heard, but not visited, is the Barony of Valete. As I understand it, I will travel southwest from here to the Blue Barony, and you would need to travel northwest. And if you continue northwest, I will travel northwest from there, and we will meet at the Barony of Valete. I believe their town, as I have heard, is the true Valete. I know nothing of it. I have simply learned these names. Estrella walks away.
Mars really wants to steal these fucking things off this guy.
But don't do it.
But I can cast invisibility on
Don't
myself.
do it.
Never know. How would he know?
We'd know. Out of character.
Oh, stop your blubbering, Kazu.
I can't help it. My friend.
He died because he was weak, and because all of us were weak. Become stronger.
Stop. Stop talking.
He said he was a member of the Opus Eterna, right?
Something like that.
The Accord.
Oh, to the Accord, right? The Accord. That properly, so I could
They're heading north? No, wait. Was it north? Yeah, it was north.
Works for me.
Whichever place was the closest. Mars doesn't remember because he wasn't there.
All right. So, as Estrella walks away, she walks down a path as you guys are kind of discussing whether to accept this. She walks about 60, 70 feet away, and she casts a spell. A man that was blended into the shadows steps out of the shadows as she's casting her spell and levels a pistol directly at the middle of her forehead.
Oh, shoot.
Do I get the spell off?
Let me roll the save. You do get the spell off. Definitely get the spell off. And your spell fails.
Fuck.
So in 2 weeks, we will resume our game.
Oh my god.
Ah!
Another
No.
cliffhanger. Ah,
And hopefully we can find poutine without shredded cheese.
Correct.
Curds.
I don't know.
Curds.
The curd,
Only.
Curds all the way.
the curd thing sounds really gross, guys.
It's
It-
just
trust
cheese
me,
clumps.
it's
It's
not.
just cheese clumps. It's a gross name, sure, but it's just clumps of cheese
With gravy.
with
Yeah.
gravy
Yeah.
That sounds really gross, guys.
and
With
fries.
duck fat
I-
gravy, I've heard.
Wait, what?
If you
Uh,
want like authentic, but no, just beef gravy's fine.
Yeah, just beef gravy will do you good.
I love how.
I mean, I'm gonna try it, but I'm just telling you, it sounds gross.
It's delicious.
Ironically, like a good entry level one is New York fries.
Eh.
Do you guys have New York fries?
Yeah, I think it's good.
No.
Oh wait, the
It's-
American.
Is
The
Are you
American.
all
fries only-
Canadian?
Is that like a Canadian thing we stole?
Ben and Jess aren't.
Oh, okay.
For a while we had
Yeah, 4 of us are
majority
Canadians.
So
I knew
long,
some of
so
you guys
long.
were, but I didn't know like the
To the
ratio.
to the extent at which we had infiltrated.
Yeah, it's like half of us
Yeah.
now.
You have to
It was more than
understand,
half at one point.
there was a time when I was the only Canadian, and then
There was a
slowly our
time.
influence grew.
You slowly just collected us.
Matt was originally in the game.
Yeah,
Was I
He-
originally in one of the games too, Tony?
No. It was
Aw.
you were not. It was we started, I think our very first game was Princes of the Apocalypse with Mal and Tasha and Matt,
hmm
and I don't remember who else.
I came in about halfway.
The guy that played
That-
Dimble.
and
Oh yeah, Dimble. Ah, rest in peace.
Can't remember who played him.
And there was a monk who I believe had to
There was
go due to
Monk stuff.
yeah.
Amongst
Wasn't
the-
that
appease,
also-
appease the wife.
Wasn't that the guy who had to go overseas due to like military stuff?
That was
that
Matt.
was
was
Matt,
Matt.
probably.
That was Matt.
Matt. Okay.
That was Matt.
Yeah.
You little bitch.
He's
Yeah, 'cause-
coming to Canada with us.
He
Yeah,
is.
Wasn't his character a rogue monk though? Because I remember
His
what-
character was a rogue, Lady Shaban.
The Bon. Smelly as fuck. Never bathed. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I
That
just
sounds like
remember
that.
I joined in as a bard at that campaign at level 5. You guys were already going through that campaign quite a bit. So I joined in partway through on that one. So
I think I joined in at level like 3 or 4.
Good old best friends club.
That was fucking hilarious. Yeah. Anyways,
I thought Best Friends Club was the Underdark campaign.
Yes.
The past
Yeah,
is a
no, it
mystery
was
to me.
because that was Tash's other character. I forget the name.
That was
Ophelia?
Queen Ophelia.
I forgot. My brain is not remembering the past, guys.
But-
Help.
Oglavone got a pink elephant. Is that what's right? Or no, is that
Yeah.
also Ophelia?
That was so close.
That
I-
pink elephant was courtesy of me, by the way.
Hell
So-
yeah.
I gave Tasha a player's handbook, and I said, I said this is the gold piece limit. Find what you want to buy, and my intent was adventure and gear, armor and weapons. And she found mounts and found the elephant, and she's like, I want an elephant, and I want it to be pink. And I was like, no. And
They
for
weren't
like
in that region.
for like a week, she's like sending me like Wikipedia articles of all the places that elephants can be and where they, and then like the places they could live, even if it wasn't their native area. And Eddie was like, give her an elephant, a wooden pink elephant. And she wanted to go fishing, so I gave her a wooden pink elephant, and she still, to this day, won't. There are two things she will not let go: the pink elephant and the fact that she swears to God she did not lose a party combat to Alex's character.
I think she technically lost that fight.
I suppose in a
So-
way she lost it to a demon, but
I
We
think
really
technically
all
everybody
lost to the
lost that
Chasme. That
You-
was really just a collective L, I think.
You
Yeah.
guys summoned that Chasme.
Well,
That
hey,
was Alex.
Don't put that on us.
Put that shit on us.
So
Malachi
her
and I had
argument
like a good
was
old fucking battle.
Her argument was Alex was paying a Harple. Harples routinely destroy themselves with their own spells, and Alex accidentally targeted himself and rolled damage against himself, and then died. And she won. And then Alex was like, I didn't mean to target myself. Please take that damage back. And so I did. And she's like, that's horseshit. I clearly won. And then Alex killed her on the next round.
well
She's like,
reasoned.
no.
It's well reasoned.
She's like, she's like,
I
I
remember
won
that.
and he cheated. Those are the two things she will not let go: is the pink elephant and the Harple.
I don't even remember how Moreau died in that fight.
Who
I don't
knows?
either.
So it's insignificant.
Didn't two of you just like fall asleep because of the Chasme and it just like poked you to
Yes,
death?
I think that was what
so.
happened. Yeah. I still want to get that
fucking-
thing missioned of just the team just like
With Moreau and Falcor.
yeah, well cause not just Moreau and Falcor, but
Yeah.
you know like the whole team just kind of in that whole shenanigan like Ander just kind of like flying after them trying to cast Ray of Frost. Moreau just getting dragged along by the ground on the rope.
What a good campaign.
It was a good one. 1 to 15. I think I mentioned this to somebody before we end the game and head off, go to bed. There are 2 times in this campaign, this 1 to 20 campaign, where you essentially have story concluded outs, where you've done the story and you have the ability to go.
Deuces.
And one of them is at the end of this chapter, and you can of course continue on, but if I think, what level are you guys, 5, 6, something like that?
We're level 5.
So if you guys wanted to continue this campaign and continue this story after this mission with some adjustments, we can do that. If you guys are like, I've had a lot of fun, this alternate Sword and Planet style. I like it, but I want to do something else. Vecna or any of those, absolutely fine. But we're going to basically, the party's going to need to kind of assess whether they want to continue it. Not that I'm saying it, I'm just letting you know. And if you guys say, hey, I want to keep going, I think the next one's like at 13, where you've kind of can get, or maybe even a little higher, where you can have concluded the part of the story you were currently working on and then exit. So those are options. Don't need an answer. Just something that's going to be coming up as we're not even halfway through this mission. I'm just letting you know that it is coming.
All right.
I'm having fun.
I am too.
Yeah.
Other than Arthanis died, but
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
it's his own fault.
Yeah, it's still fun.
Outstanding.
Now he gets to make a whole new character. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Or maybe I already have.
Probably.
Dun,
He,
dun,
he
dun.
The
has
geist.
like 10 characters on backup at all times.
Maybe I am Chedri.
What?
Cedric?
You said it wrong.
Horned guy.
Horn guy, yeah.
Kedri?
The guy we were just talking to.
Yeah.
Audrey.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're the guy with the gun that's threatening to shoot Estrella.
I wouldn't fucking
Ooh.
put it past him.
Dum dum dum.
Oh no.
That guy might die, though.
Find it on next week's episode.
That would be hilarious.
Fucking imagine we just
Like,
like
if
blast
Mars
him.
gets a turn, he might be dead.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if Mars just like, fuck you, kills him, and then it turns out it is.
That's 2 deaths in 2 days.
I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast fucking fireball.
Exactly.
I have a fucking fireball.
Well, I guess we'll see.
I guess
Yep,
we're gonna
we'll
see
see.
next game in 2
I'm
weeks.
excited.
Sounds good.
You guys have a good time. I'll chat
Oh.
with you later.
Real quick,
Okay.
Tanner and I will be away for the last week of September.
The
Oh.
25th.
Yes,
The whole week or just the 25th?
The whole
whole-
week.
the whole week, but specifically the 25th.
Because that's all that
Fair
matters
enough.
to you guys.
Wow.
Going on
Awesome.
Trip of
Is-
our own.
Yeah,
Are you guys going to
dude.
like Indianapolis or something?
Where are you going?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Basically.
That's
same thing.
that's people.
Nice.
Oh, that's cute. You guys are taking each other out on a vacation?
Yeah.
Yep.
And her buddy's getting married.
Oh, that's fun, actually.
And
Nice.
on the west
Nice.
side.
So no game for the
Cool.
11th. Okay. Problem.
Anyway,
Uh.
that's it.
Yep, that's it.
That's
Cool
kind
beans.
of a shame though. I won't be able
Well,
to celebrate
I
my.
also won't be available the 25th.
Perfect. Schedules line up.
Perfect indeed.
Having another baby that day, or?
Nah, I just decided I didn't want to come weeks in advance.
The second pregnancy is much shorter.
Yep.
Right. The body's used to it at that point. It's
Yeah,
like,
just-
oh, we've been through one of these.
Fast track one of these, just pop it out. It's fine.
About the only downside about not having a game next week is I won't be able to celebrate my 38th with you guys. Oh well.
Oh.
Happy birthday, you
no.
old son of
Thanks.
a bitch.
Well,
Oh, well.
happy early birthday, at least.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate
We
it.
got to celebrate your birthday early and kill Arthanis.
Hey, 2 things in one. Nice.
Happy birthday.
It was fun nevertheless.
All right, I'm heading off. I gotta get up.
Yeah.
Take it easy, guys.
Yeah,
Night,
take
guys.
care,
Have
y'all.
a good night.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Safe flight, you two.
Bye.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, have fun.
Thanks.